Hello, Mike. How are you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Hello, David. Is the snow still there, or has it gone? That was some snow, that. You know, if this country got snow like that, it'd come to a literal standstill. The UK government, when we get extreme weather, they can't keep up with it. "50 degrees and rain today. One more day and we can forget all." Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Is that was it what's it called? Is it lake effect snow you'll get? Nice, Mike. It's always good when you feel like you've got a good stretch in sleep. Yeah, I do know some things. I'm a bit of a geek like that. But yeah, I've looked at lake effect snow before and how it affects the atmosphere to create the snow. It's crazy. Hey, Craig. Just I got given a pair of epistogram cockatoidish triple red on Friday. They're in this bottom tank here somewhere. I've got a female master, what's not very well, in the breeder box. So I'm just fattening her up. She's eating now though. She's over the west. Yeah, it's mental that when it just stops there and then lo and behold, what do you get? Constant snow and lots of it. Oh, did you get them, Craig? 1 second, I need a drink. But yeah, hopefully, Craig. Did you see King of DIY's latest video premiere, David? Don't know if you follow him or not. That's totally up to you. But he asked me for a favour and used some of my footage, so I did him 1 minute fairty of the Congo, what a Congo texture will look like, because he's just put 142. You've got, you won't regret it, David, for a visual aspect. And if I had females, I would be breeding, because they just joust between each other. But some females is what I'll be picking up on the 15th. You won't regret them. That is a given. I never thought to myself, you know, I've looked past them many times. Many times. And like now I've got them, it's like, and I'm so happy I'm mixing all African species of the tetra together, because as you can see, the, I don't know what's going on with my camera then, but they all school together. These will get about another half an inch, so I would say 3 inches maximum. Hiya, Craig. Oh, and again. So Belinda's. Belinda, if you're listening, thanks for the set and that, sorting it out for me and that. My daughter will be very happy. But yeah, about 3 inches. You can definitely tell the males from the females. The males give you the orange and the blue, the females just tend to give you the blue, dull grey look. But apparently they're egg scatterers, so I'm thinking some moss. How many is that? 90 gallon? 90 gallon, oof. 90 gallon, jeez. If I'm honest, if you're gonna go for a fish like that, and you can do it, I would go with, in an 90 gallon, I would go with 30 Congos. That would make an amazing show. I wish we dealt in gallons, you know, man. I'd have so many more bigger tanks. I'm just loose for space right now. I don't push the weight capacity on the joists up, because my fish runs upstairs. On my electrics blew the other day. I had to unplug 45 sockets to see which one kept tripping it. It was a full extension lead, basically what was happening. My RO barrel up there was filling up. Once it had filled, it was the seam on the inlet, the gasket must have gone, and it's been pumping out RO down and onto my electrics. It was 2 hours of stress. Where did all them come from? Oh, Craig's been on his. Thank you, Craig. 20, yeah, 20 big thing. I mean, there's only 8. This is only a 30 gallon, I think. It's a low boy, but it's got a very deep front to back. It's about 18 inches deep. Thank you, Craig. But you won't regret it. 20s, yeah, 20. And then you're going to get something else with them as well. Maybe a nice school of shoal of cardinal tetras. We'll try and get bigger ones. Thank you for the likes, guys. Appreciate it. Did I tell you, Craig, I managed to sell some fish to a shop? I'm not taking them till after Christmas. I'm getting Christmas out the way and New Year, and then I basically I'm killing two birds one stone. My mates like, do you want to go on a fish shop tour? And I was like, well, yeah, let's go around the Liverpool area, northwest England, because that's where it's at right now. And I was like, well, I could take the fish with me. So I said to the guy, Steve, who owns Wirral Aquatics, what do you want? How many do you want? Which ones? He's picking some rabbit snails, some Julia de Chromis kiplii, some Julia de Chromis transcripts, some Brashadi. He's basically based his shop off local breeders, and it's clever how he's done it, because any tank with a blue label on saying what fish, blue label in tank, it tells you when you walk in the door, means locally bred, locally sourced. Welcome in, everyone. In and jar. I got a message about an hour ago, Craig, off Joey, King of DIY, thanking me for the footage. Seemed weird seeing my name linked on one of his posts, on his videos. Good evening from Ohio State. Good day, Mark. Good afternoon, sir. What's the temp still like, Mark? Are you talking 20 Celsius still? If I've missed anyone, I do apologise. It's just gone really quick. Hello, Kim. Hiya, Geoff. Did you get your tanks done, buddy? I got mine all. This is an interesting one. I put UV light there, right? And the UV light there. The plant right next to the UV light has melted back. Died off. It's already a transition plant, so I've took that UV out. I'm not best pleased with it. I'll be telling Amazon what I think. But I've done a big clean in this. This is all. Look, Belinda, if you're there, some of your sparklies. Yeah, these discus. Let's feed them. 1 second. This is a good one, guys. It's putting the weight on my fish really fast. It's beef fat, but in granule form. I've just ordered some of these new foods as well. It's very similar to this. Comes like granules like that. But you can get it like that between your fingers and just run it in, and it just breaks down. And they'll absolutely love it. Soft granule food, I'm really impressed with it. Very versatile. Very versatile. God, I told you, Craig, once you get momentum, mate. Once you get momentum on TikTok, you get going. I was on a live earlier, I've had 26. It's a lot easier, Craig. What it took me on TikTok to get on YouTube, it's taken me 5 months on YouTube. It's took me 12 days on TikTok. You look for flying. Also, look, do you know your most popular videos? Pin them. You can pin them to the top, and then you can boost your views. It's worked on mine. If you look up on my profile, one of my videos has gone to nearly 2K. Trying to not get the see what's up there, Craig. Polishing filter, cleaning that water after a big water change. So are you getting them? I did ask you. I don't know if you answered. Are you getting them? Are you having a little race? I like it. Get it going. Told you it's easy. Real easy. Some's told me 400 followers, some's told me 600, and some's told me 800 followers before you can go live. But when you apparently when you hit 500, you get boosted by TikTok already, like automatically. It's weird. You need 5k on there to start a subscription service, Craig. And you've got to have like so many videos posted, so post as many as you like. But yeah, you can do subscriptions from, depending, I think it's $5.99 to $2.99. But you can make the subscribers custom stickers for chats and stuff. Hey Christine. How you doing? I just filled up my waters ready for tomorrow's water changes. Just not the discus tank, because that's just had an 100% one. Here's a fish. What would look good, Christine? I was thinking, and David once is thinking of getting them as well. Congo tetras in your new tank. Even the albino Congos are nice. And they're very forgiving for what as well. They're very forgiving, so if your tap water's soft or hard, they can thrive on a very they're a durable fish, I would say. I've never lost one yet. They eat like clockwork. And I don't think they're impossible to breed either. It's all about timing it right and getting the eggs. But yeah, yesterday's electric issue was a pain in the ass, because as you can imagine, 44 plugs all have to go to sockets and wires. Oh, tracing some of the wires was like blind. I was having to pull along the wire to trace it where the plug was. It wasn't fun. Oh. If you're going for discus, ask them the question, are the discus you're buying already in tap water? And what tap water? And then if they're raised in tap water, they're actually a lot more hardier discus. Whereas mine are in a RO remineralised. But I chose to go down that route. Plus the yellow ones, they're from Vietnam, so they was already in soft water. Whereas the browny blue coloured one, that's a German. I've been learning my discus genetics. But yeah, discus, Christine, you'll find yourself stopping watching TV, and you'll be sat by the tank, so make sure it's near somewhere you can sit there and watch them, because they float through the majestic discus. Absolute majestic. But yeah, there's a lot. If they're being bred in tap water, they're absolutely fine in all different parameters. Just saves you the heartache of wondering why your discus are not feeding. Or because discus can be finicky, I'll tell you that now. But if they feed from the get-go, like mine did, you've got alright discus, and you're doing alright. I did have fin rot in this one, but as you can see, it's I used this, but you can only get it in the UK. But it's an anti-ulcer and fin rot treatment, and it's like it turns the water bright green. I think is it? Oh, what's the green one? Not meth blue, because that's blue. Malachite green, and it's got oxytocin in it, which is actually an antibiotic. Thank you. What? Oh, that's a good sign, Mark. So now you've got a good fish. Discus tell you when they're not happy. I'm learning that. I knew mine when it got a bit of fin rot. It wasn't best pleased, but treatment's been quite simple. If you was buying from a source where they've got them in the tank and you can see they're feeding and growing, and they've been kept on shop tap water or privately bred tap water, then go with tap water. If you've got access to spring water, then if you've got the choice of getting discus, what like a bit softer, lower pH. So you can go both ways really. Yeah, that's it, Mark. Also, what they're bred in. A lot of them now are breeding successfully in a pH. I know someone what keeps. I was amazed. pH 8.2. Yeah, I was actually shocked, like, if I'm honest. And they're bred. Whereas I keep mine at 6.2. You don't think of that when you wish to fish, well, fish tanks, and you're purchasing tropical fish, not koi, for instance. You kind of, you open the door and it's like, whoa, you know, that kind of effect. I mean, when I started, I wish I'd have had all this, you know, it's... Yeah, well, if they say they're on tap water, Christine, you're good to go. If they say they're on RO softer water, spring water sufficient, rainwater sufficient. Yeah, I always ask that back. My first question. If it's a fish I really want, and I don't know much about it, I don't know if it's delicate or not, I will 110% ask. What parameters is it? What temperature? What diet? Ideal tank mates, not good, good. But a lot of shops online in the UK for online ordering fish have like a non-friendly fish chart, and it's like colour coded. It's quite clever really. Then you can see what your fish are compatible with, but some of them are quite dubious. Discus can be finicky, that's all, Christine. And if, for instance, if you bought them and they was raised on spring water, soft water, and you go fill it up with tap water and your tap water's hard, for instance, then discus will struggle. But if them discus are raised in the tap water, you won't have no problems. I wish I had spring water. I do a lot, Mark, but one thing I struggle to do is not because I can't read, because of my ADHD I can't concentrate. So I read like 2 or 3 words and then I forget what I've read. Something's weird, my autistic mind can read things like I'm dedicated to that and I won't do nothing else but read and research. I obviously do research. So it's one of the nice parts about the hobby. All right. That makes sense then. If you get it delivered, win-win. Spring water has a lower pH, which is what you want, and lower TDS, which is what you want. But if you have the opportunity to get tap ones, I would go with tap water raised ones because they're more hardy. Yeah, for a bit of hardness, depending what fish. Can you go up on the panel, Rob? What, on TikTok, Craig? You can, but you don't have camera access. It's just like a blade screen with your logo on it. And you've just got audio so you can speak to them. That's what you want, Craig. That's why you build your numbers. You can get like 15 to 20 followers off a live. Yeah, I went on one, Craig. I got 26 off it. But all I could do was, you could see the discus tank in the background, but it was like blade and with my logo in the middle. And it said restricted because of not enough followers. So you've got to do a little bit of work for it. Not much, but a little bit. Welcome England, anyways. If it works for you, don't fix what's not broken, you know. If it works for you, Glenn. That being said, Glenn, I do keep some sulphur rock, which is marine rock. I do keep it in all my tanks. It's like the tanks at the bottom I'm looking at now. Got marine rock in it, which is calcium limestone. And I've got Texasoli rock, which is limestone based. Keep pushing, Craig. But yeah, pin your popular videos, Craig, and watch them fly. man got 1,200 extra views in one night. It was only on something like 423. Now it's got 1,700. Weird. But when you're on your video, what you're posting or what you've posted, click them dots and it'll say pin. It'll come up with share it and all that, and it says pin. Click pin. You can do it 3 times. I love my Aussie natives. You guys have got some of the best fish. And really, I will be picking up a new species. Parkinsonite orange, Glenn, and possibly Lake, I think it was Lake Kutaba. I'm not sure if there was a Papua New Guinea. I just pinned for it, good luck. I've been down the guppy route. It's just no challenging it for me, and I ended up with tons and tons of fancy guppies. But I paid good money for. I got some imported from Thailand, and I had some really nice strains. Kept them pure, not muck guppies, by the way. And everyone just wanted them for nothing, so I was like, I ended up getting rid of them. Kubutai. That's the one, yeah. Rainbow fish, they're available. There's quite a selection of rainbow fish I can get hold of. But I definitely want the Parkinsonite orange. I think they have another name, the orange. Tawa. Lake Tawa. Tawa. It's a shame Papua New Guinea's like it is right now because there's still a lot to be found there. I'm adding to my Madagascar rainbows as well. I'm going to get another, probably 8 or 6 or 8. I have 10 already, but I'm really liking them. To be honest, there's so many fish I want. Like I'm limited, but what I'm doing now, I'm putting this and this and this together in a tank to make more, utilise it more. Rather than having a species only tank, it's just, it works for so long. Half black gupper, yeah. I bought a trio of purple Moscows. When I received them, there was blues. And I paid £75, so I don't know how much it was in their money, for a trio, 2 females, 1 male. I got pure strain Snow Whites, 24 carats. That was when I was going, years ago though, that I was going through a guppy phase. Then I went through a swordtail phase. No, these yellow ones, Christine, they are... Oh, I can't remember it now. One of them's just a low grade Marlborough. The one's a panda. Golden Dragon, but it's a nice name. That one's the panda with a black, this one. There's another one with black as well, what's a panda? Even though that's more red, it's got black on it, that's a panda. Bluegrass. I'm not 100% sure what this yellow and white one is here. They're really just a mix of what you could class these as muck discus, I guess. Starry night cichlids, I've seen some of them. The pollinite. The shop I'm going to on the 15th, Glenn, you'd love it. It has a section, it has like a South American section, Australian, Papua New Guinea section, East African, West African, Congo section, a full room dedicated to snakehead species. It's just amazing. So many rarities. These discus will be going to Lottie's Nature, Charlotte. and then because they're getting too big now, because the plan was always to learn discus to grow them on, send them to a bigger tank which they'll need, and then I'm going to get a pair for in here, a pair what's already paired up, and something fancy. It's what it could be. The golden Marlborough. I think this one, the one just gone off camera, I think that's got a bit of Marlborough in it, hence the orange on its tail. The golden Marlborough's nice though. Some of the wild ones are nice, Christine. But with wild types, if they're bred in captivity but the wild type, you're alright. But if they're wild caught and the wild types, it's a whole nother game. You know what's fascinating about discus? When the babies are first born, they attach themselves to the mum or the father, and they actually feed off the slime coat off the parents, and they stick to them. These filters you can see on the top, I got them off Amazon. There was $10. Well, the equivalent of $10. They've now gone up to 16. Little nano things when you can put that's got filter floss in it, just to polish your water off. Yeah, I would. Locally bred or locally sourced. Even better if they're in the same city, because they're in the same water or similar. Forget you guys, it's different for you guys, isn't it? Oh, they're good parents apparently. Very good parents. But yeah, they feed off the slime coat. It's pretty fascinating, really. You back home now, Craig? That's not the only this filtration is just to polish the water off. The filtration for this tank is that side, the inlet there and the outlets. Yeah, which is positioned one down, one across. I don't mind. It's what it's there for, Christine. You don't ask, you never know either as well. My nana raised us all like that. If you don't ask, you'll never get. Or you'll never know. It's a unique fish to spot. So you found it. Amen to that, Mark. I don't know everything. I know a bit. But every day's like schooling day in this hobby. Because you can guarantee you learn something every day, near enough. A bad question is no questions asked at all. Craig, where you at, Craig? God blimey, Craig. Yeah, mate. Not a problem at all. I enjoy it. It's quite fulfilling if you can, like, guide someone in the right path. Because it saves all the heartache or dead fish or fishing in correct water, you know. Yeah. Well, most hobbies, Mark, innit? I have other hobbies, but fish and stuff's my main passion. Shiver me timbers. Shiver me timbers. Arr. He's been working the plank, I have. My peacock gobies have been having, Glenn have been having eggs after eggs after eggs, but right now I've got that many. I had to let some of them go day 8, and after day 8 they go vanishing. But that's the nature of the beast. I'll be picking up 4 Empire Gudgeon on the 15th. Could you? Arr. Arr. Oh, look, here's my female Apisto triple red. Where she goes, the male's not far behind, so where is he? She's just there. It's mad how small and, well, not very colourful they are compared to the males. You won't think it's the same fish. Parrot English, though. The parrot walked into a bar with a steering wheel sticking out the front of his pants. Go on. The bartender looks at him and asks, "Hey, you know you have a steering wheel sticking in the front of your pants?" The parrot looks at him and says, "Ah, it's driving me nuts." Oh, I've heard that one before. Proper dad joke, that one. I love a good dad joke. But yeah, look, my master female looks like to be getting up to full health, and she's going to go back with a male and hopefully the pair up. I knew you would like that one, Joff. After this is finished, I've got to go on Amazon and do some online food shopping through Morrison's supermarket. She's let me loose. She said, "Get whatever you want," so I'm going to get whatever I want. So if you've got any suggestions of anything English and nice, leave it in the inbox and I'll add it to the list. My only pirate joke. Oh, there's the male. And he's gone again. It's a thing with plants and stuff. As nice as they look when they're heavily planted, Why is it going autofocus like that? Sorry guys if that's affecting you. Because that's blagging my eyes. But yeah, I've been polishing off all my tanks. That's why That's why I keep them so clean. I've also done the front glass. I don't do the back or the sides. Never do in a tank. I'm a firm believer of that. If you've got walls of algae, it's a good thing for the fish because fish tend to feel more safe. And when they feel more safe, they tend to be happier breeding. There's my pistos. They're already proven they've bred several times as well. Then, so if anyone in the UK is after any epistogramma coming up soon, cheap, I know a woman, and she's got Cribensis, epistogramma blue flame. She's got some others as well. You won't think she's on. She's been keeping shrimp for the last God knows how many years, and after she was watching my lives and other people's lives, she bought some fish tanks and she's being bit by the hobby. Muggy Craig, yeah, 'cause you had all that rain, didn't you? Well, that's what plants thrive on. That's why it's so green there, Craig. Subtropical. When I come, Craig, you better take me to some hidden spots. And when we're in the brush together, don't think about doing anything funny. I'm bigger than you. I don't like Muggy, Craig. Muggy's the worst weather of all. That's why I don't think I could ever do Florida. I'd struggle. I've had the opportunity to go on holiday to Florida several times and I've refused. I don't mind dry warm heat, you know. Like 43 Celsius in Turkey, that was warm though. No humidity whatsoever, not even a breeze. You know, like when you open the oven and the heat hits you, that's what it felt getting out of the aeroplane. Oh my god. Like walking into the oven. Sydney. Yeah, and I bet it's got a lot of smog and stuff mixed in with it. Ugh, my discus is just at poop. Oh well. Proves how good the food before going in and coming out. Are you south of Sydney then, Craig? Mad, isn't it, when everyone says what's the capital of Australia? If you're not from Australia, that is. Why does everyone say Sydney? It's Canberra, isn't it? Canberra. It'll be one thing off my bucket list before I die, at least, visiting Australia. I've got Costa Rica on there as well. I'd love to go to Costa Rica. It's just for the animals, really. Craig is a couple of hours north of Sydney. Ah, right, okay. Like the countryside of Sydney. Are you more north than Craig then, Mark? I was just thinking by your temperature what you've got. See, in the UK there's north or south and that's it. A little bit of east, a little bit of west. But it's mainly north-south. There's like a part of the UK you get to going, if you travel from the north down south, there's called the north-south divide, and that's where the cost of living goes up exponentially, like skyrockets. Your tax premium rates, your council tax rates are like something like £2,000 a month, whereas up north it's £141. For instance, in here, if I go for a can of Coke, 75 pence. If I went to London, you're looking at £3.50. It's expensive in London. And if you don't like busy, don't do London. You're 12 hours south of Sydney. Oh, right. So Craig's north of you then. I know Fremantle because I've got family. I've got a cousin and some half cousins what live there now. They've been living there since 1997, and they came home in 2002 because I was getting homesick. They stayed for a year and they haven't been back since. He built his own house. They bought a plot of land. Oh, is it? My mum and dad have been. They stayed there for 2 weeks. My mum had issues flying with deep vein thrombosis, so a few other days went there was spent in hospital. I think that's why they chose it. And what's the biggest rugby team around there? Because he's a big rugby fan, and I don't know. It was a fan of a rugby team. I think it was a NRL team. Yeah, you want to see their house they've built. It's like Craig's, funnily enough. It's like on two tiers with a big balcony, which the balcony goes all the way around the house. Hello, Sarah. Welcome in. Greetings. Needless to say, though, Glenn, they're not short of a bob or two. No, it's not. It's not AFL. Not Australian rules. I don't even watch that myself. That's just a weird game. Bounce a ball, whack a ball, kick a ball. I don't like AFL, the kits. Top's what they wear. No, I don't even think that's it. It's whatever the biggest NRL team, rugby league team was closest to wherever Perth is. Welcome in, Sarah. Just gonna I've done my legs in from bending up and down doing wires yesterday. I woke up this morning and I couldn't my legs have all, my muscles are all in pain. Because I'm not very fit these days. Competes in the World Club rugby tournaments. I don't know. Whichever one was closest to travelling from Fremantle, he started going to games. I don't know how far he travelled like. But I do know when they travelled to the rugby, they used to post pictures on my Facebook of they'd stay there. Ah, right, okay. I watched the match before, but I didn't have a clue what was going on, you know. It's like basketball, football, rugby, and a bit of cricket all rolled into one. Gaelic football is very, very, very similar to it. That's very big in Ireland, like Aussie Rules is in Australia. I used to play hockey, Mark, semi-professional, when I was in my 20s. Defensive or I was in goal, mostly a goalie. Didn't let things like didn't let a ball coming at me scare me. Whereas some people in the team was like when they was in goal as the goalie, they're like, "Ah, you're covered in pads, man. Go for it." I don't know. It might have been an AFL team, you know. I know he had a scarf around his neck in like two-tone colour stripes. I'll have to look up his. I don't know if I've got him on my new Facebook because I had him on my old one. It was hacked, so I don't know if I've got. I'll need to re-add him. Paul Tomlinson, his name is. It could well be. I don't really. I don't even follow rugby league here. I'm not big in. I'm a soccer, as you call it, football, as I call it. It might be that. I think it is. Boo. If Craig got a shaved his head like a mullet, put a vest on, he'd look like an Aussie rules player. Wouldn't be able to tell you any teams in America other than the only NFL ones I know are obviously Miami Dolphins because everybody knows them. They was really big in the UK in the 80s and the 90s for merchandise here. Oh, what's the other team? Another football teams. Soccer. Yes, Mark. Rich Charlesworth. Champion or overachiever? Dallas Cowboys. That's what I was trying to think. My friend had the helmet, and it had the logo on the side. I know basketballers in Chicago Bulls. Um, Detroit Pistons, Miami Heat. Oh, look, the rare elusive. Why does that look real murky? It's crystal clear. The Synodontis petricola. Being elusive. Come on, wherever you are. Wombats. The wombats. Which team's the Penguins? Is that an ice hockey team? San Francisco 49ers. Dallas Cowboys, I've already said that. Green Bay Packers. Is it the Philadelphia Eagles? No, I know. Life as we used to know it when it's changed dramatically. Lots of things come and go. Like Michael Jordan. Right, anyways guys. I'm going to New York. Oh, how could you forget them Giants and Jets? I'm going to get going guys, but thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your evening, whatever you may do. Philly Eagles is football that year, right? So I will catch you all soon. Cheerios, Mike. No problem. Take care, everyone. Tennessee whiskey. Alright, guys. Take care. Much love. Bye.